Hello, how you guys doing? Now I'm finally able to do a live um, Q&A. So if you want to ask question, I think you should now. I won't be here for so long because I have a lot to do right now. So okay. Um, Hi, One Life. Good day. Good day. How are you guys? I would All right, so I would start from the first question on my page from One Life. He said, I would like to find out if there are any visa routes available for ACA. So, One Life, first question I would be asking is, where are you practicing as an ACA? Are you in North America or Europe or UK? That would help for me to be able to respond. Okay, all right. So awesome. So you are in the UK as healthcare assistant. Awesome. So, what I would say is, I can't say specifically because I can't say I will have to give a generic advice because we don't discuss individual or personal situation like in public sphere like this. So as an HCA, you can immigrate to Canada by looking for a job offer from an Canadian employer here. And in one sector that has priority right now is actually the health sectors, where there is a lot of kind of shortage of workers in Canada in the health sector. So that affects both nurses, whether registered, like for you, you're an healthcare assistant. So it applies to support workers that work in the health sector or take care of the seniors. So what I would say is you should target certain provinces that are actually recruiting people in the health sector. So one of them is Nova Scotia. So Nova Scotia is targeting a lot of healthcare workers. Alberta as well is targeting healthcare workers, both HCA. So I would say go online and search for, I'm trying to see if I can comment here and type some, and search for, actually, one sec. Let me see, for the benefit of all, I will put up a website that's just give me a sec. Okay, I think I found. So if you're an HCA and you are in, especially in the UK, I would give you this website. So go and apply for job there. They're hiring. I got it right. Okay. So it's called channels.com. So go on their website. Is an healthcare company in the Atlantic, in Nova Scotia, and they are like in most of the Atlantic provinces. What they do mostly is, it's called channels.com. So go there, and they do a lot of home care, providing home care services, and they run group homes, they run senior homes. So they hire quite numbers of healthcare workers. So if you are in the UK, Europe, or you are in the US, and you have experience as CNA or healthcare giver, go there and apply. Hopefully you get selected. Make sure you use a Canadian format resume. Don't don't use your African type of CV with your hobby. Nobody cares about your hobby here. So what we want to see is who you are, your name. So for instance, my full name is Oluwakemi. For a lot of people, that's very difficult to pronounce. So if you can shorten your name. Well, I've been called Kemi all my life, even for my parents. I've never had them call me my full name. So I've always been Kemi. So Kemi is easy to pronounce for a lot of people. So if you're a recruiter and you're struggling with somebody's long name, just pick 3, 4, 5 letters just for you to get in the door. So your name could be a barrier. Once you get in the door, when you're presenting your papers or document, definitely you'll be using your legal name. So I don't use my legal name all the time. I don't use it on social media or anything, except for immigration matters. So you can use that. Go there and apply. That's one website I know is directly the employer, so it's not a recruiter or third party, but that's a direct employer, and they are mostly in the Atlantic region. Not that you find them in Toronto or other places, and they are recruiting healthcare workers. So apply for that. We don't use the word CV, curriculum vitae. We don't use that here. We use resume. So what you do is you look for healthcare, ACA or whatever it is, home support, senior support. You use our standard. So go online, you will see so many formats. Use ChatGPT. It gives you the standard North American type, and then you use that one to do. Make sure you just put your name, email. Don't put your address. So no need. Just on the top part, your name, underneath your email and your phone number. That's it. You don't need to say you're anywhere. And then put your work experience, where you work, and your skills, basically. So, and we do mostly one pager here. That's why I say it's not a CV. So it's one pager mostly. No, even for me personally, I may likely not look at your 2, 3, 4 pages of resume, because I'm not recruiting for the Prime Minister. I'm just recruiting for a job. So we try to make sure our resume is no more than one. You must be a director for you to have 2-page resume in Canada. We don't do that much. So you must have maybe some serious IT skills. We only do like 1-page summary, your last couple of years on the most recent work experience that is actually needed for the job advertised. So check that page. I believe that will be able to help you. I want to check if I have another person or another question I can respond to. Are you saying that she sent you an email? Is that what you're saying? I won't do that. So any question you get here, just take it as a charm. Channes.com is easy, just SHANNES.com. That's it. I put it in the comment section. Go check. You see it there. Okay, I am currently processing with a certain company, but they are requesting a lot of money. Esther Caroline. Well, I really can't comment on your process, so it depends on what you're doing or what they are doing for you. So I won't be able to, and I don't know what company. All I need to let you know is that make sure that you're dealing with, if it's your immigration leg of the recruitment, make sure you're dealing with a licensed immigration consultant or immigration lawyer, Canadian immigration lawyer, firm. Make sure those are like two people that are representing you and taking money from you, because if it found out that you used an unauthorized representative, you could be banned from Canada for 5 years. So if a relative or a friend is helping you, they are not supposed to take money. We call them unpaid representative. But if somebody is taking money to process your immigration application, they have to be what we call regulated Canadian immigration consultants, and their name must be on the College of Immigration and Citizenship Canada, their name, then their R number, what we call their regulated number. Basically, it's a 6 digits number with an R in front. So if they are not there on that list, unfortunately, they are unauthorized and ghost agent. So, and that could land you in a lot of soup. We deal with that every day, but unfortunately, we can't help a lot of people. Damilare, is it possible for me to pay for my school fees from the work I do as a student in Canada? Absolutely. Answer is yes, you could do that. Yes, you of course, it's your money. So you can use your money for anything. So I want to assume you already got your visa or you're working on your study permit, and you thought like, can I pay from for now till November, or until the government decide if that they want to extend it or not. Students in Canada can work full-time hours, unlike before the temporary policy that is 20 hours per week. Students in Canada can work because they expect you to come as a student and be a student for the period that you said you're a student, not that you're like coming here to work. That's not the primary purpose. After school, of course, government will give you what we call postgraduate work permit if the school you are attending is that comes with a postgraduate work permit. So it's not all the schools in Canada that has that. Majority of the private schools in Canada, they don't, but all the public institutions, meaning they are fully funded by government, are actually they are the ones that you'll be able to get a postgraduate work permit. So either 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years postgraduate work permit, or it all depends. But yes, you can work and you can go to school. Absolutely, yes. And you can use your money for anything you want. Nobody cares what you use your money for. Okay, you are asking for our email. I'm sorry I didn't get that. Yes, it's in our bio. It's LOEHELLO@KICimmigration.ca, and you can send us WhatsApp messages. Actually, also we have a phone number there, and it comes directly to our office. You can call that number. It's on WhatsApp. So why do they ask a lot of money for input before even the visa is out? Muron Esther Caroline. I don't know who you're referring to. I guess it's somebody helping you to do your visa process. See, let me tell you the truth, honest truth. You can do Canada immigration yourself. Nobody is asking you to pay money. You can absolutely, and your starting point is called www.cic.gc.ca. That's the official website, not TikTok, not Instagram, not YouTube. cic.gc.ca. And you can, if you're a French speaker, you can move it to French. If you're English, you click for English, and then you have like the whole Bible of how to immigrate to Canada, step by step. There is no program, absolutely no program that doesn't have a guide. So go use that if that's a problem for you. So you are not who is sending me invites to join live? I will do that later. Let me just deal with all the questions on this. You can send me the invite. I may be able to take maybe 2 people before I go off. So I don't know who is asking you for money. If you use an immigration company, we don't run on water. This light, electricity here is paid with dollars. So and this office is paid with dollars, and the staff that work here, they are paid in dollars. So if you ask us to work on your immigration application, and by the way, for me to be constantly making sure that I'm up to date with my license, I have to pay every year to the college. So you're paying for licensing, you're running everything on money. So if that person is a licensed immigration consultant or a lawyer with a Canadian Bar Association, they would charge you money. I don't want to speak for agents. I don't want to speak for ghost consultants and all of that. But if you want quality job done by professionals, absolutely you will pay for that. I think I may have like a meeting that I forgot that I booked for that meeting, but I will check. Oh, okay, it's 1 o'clock. Hi, please, what are the requirements? And the last part is for Esther Caroline was saying that, well, before the visa is out, if you come to us as an immigration consultant, we are not supposed to bill you on contingency whether your visa is out successful or not. We're supposed to bill you for the work we are doing. You can do it yourself. So you can absolutely do it yourself. And whether you do it yourself or we do it, we help you to do it. We are not the visa officer. So if there's anyone in the world saying that you can, will bet it on you, you will get a Canadian visa, that person is a liar from the pit of hell. So because all we just do is to make sure we work on your application and put the best foot forward. I know people don't like to hear that, but that's the truth. We don't guarantee visa. If you do that, that's a red flag. You should run. If anybody tell you that, run. Please, what are the requirements for someone who wants to do postgraduate studies? The requirement is for you to have a undergraduate study. So anywhere you could have studied, and then you would apply to a school. We call them designated learning institution. A place for you to start is for you to search online for schools, designated learning institutions in Canada. You Google it, it comes up, and then you'll be able to select the school. And another place for you to check, you can check on Apply Board. They are online. You check all the schools, how much they pay. And another place is, it's more recent. It's called Schoolply. So Schoolply, yeah, school. Okay, let me see if I can just put up a comment. Apply Board.ca, and another one is school. I don't want to get the URL wrong. It's Schoolply is actually by Schoolply.com. It's actually by a Nigerian licensed immigration consultant that designed Schoolply. So you can, I put it in the comment. So you can use them to just check. Generally, you can apply directly to the school as well. There are a lot of schools that are affordable. Some of them are less than $10,000 program. I still want funny comments. So let me, where do you ask a lot of money? Yeah, so you can apply for your postgraduate studies. The requirement for you to have undergraduate studies, then you supply your transcripts, go to your university or college or polytechnic and get your transcripts. Make sure it is sealed, not opened, and then you forward it to the school, and then the school would assess if you meet the requirements. Just make sure you meet the requirement before applying to that program, and you can afford all the schools basically have all their tuition in their website, on their website, so you don't need to you know exactly if you can afford that program. And you can also contact us at KB Immigration. We can help you. We help like from beginning, from scratch, for you, strategize with you, best program for you, look at your costs in terms of your budget, what you can afford, and then we would be able to work on your application like that, like with you, and make sure we carry you through the steps. We help people to apply for school. We don't charge for that. We help people to then do their study permit application and make sure they meet all the requirements before submitting. And we just help them in terms of their settlement plan. So it's not just about school, it's about, oh, how can I send my money to the school? Because we know in Africa right now, especially in Nigeria, it's been a challenge for people to be able to even send money, even pay. I think we have a client last week couldn't pay $200. It was so bad with their Naira card. So we had to like step in for that client. But that's our client. We don't do we are not a banking institution. We only do those services for our clients. Can a family member in Canada apply for someone outside of Canada visitor visa? Yes, they can apply for. What kind of family member? So is it your husband or your wife or your dad or your mom? So what are you coming to do? If it's your brother or your sister, they can't apply for you. You will apply yourself if you are an adult, except you are a child, a dependent child that is, let's say you are like less than 22 and you still depend on those parents. They can apply on your behalf. But if you're like an adult yourself and your brother or your cousin or your sister is here, you have to apply for yourself. The only thing they will do is issue you an invitation letter and say, oh, my brother and my sister is visiting me and they have, or I'm supporting them, or they have the proof to be able to support themselves. So that's how to apply for visitor visa, but they cannot apply for you. Applying in Canada is faster processing time. I guess you are saying, what's the fastest processing time? You have to go online and check on cic.gc.ca and check, or Google Canada processing time. Once you Google, it's gonna pop up, and then you see for each type of application, you will see which one or how fast it is, and it will ask you to select your country, the type of application you want to do, and then will give you estimated, in quotes, estimated. So don't take it word for word. Estimated processing time. Do you have a WhatsApp group where you tutor prospect students? Right now, we don't have WhatsApp group. We only have a company WhatsApp that you will only be able to make inquiry. In the future, we will not do WhatsApp group. We will do training programs that we are coming with a lot of programs. Both will be like live, both some of them are even free programs that you can take advantage and learn from. So we are not doing that right now at the moment, but we plan to shell out a lot of courses that you'll be able to access online. It won't be a WhatsApp group, but it's going to be online courses on step by step, on each area, on guide, on everything basically, either as a student, as permanent resident, as a worker, what to look out for and all of that. We'll do all those courses and then you can access it anytime you want. JJ, can I forge my bank statement? No, sorry, you cannot forge. If you're found to have used doctored documents, you could be banned for misrepresentation. A40, bam, 5 years. You cannot forge a bank statement. Rather, I would suggest you look for some assistance from friends and family that could support you and support your application as sponsors. So rather than for you to forge, don't forge. It may land you in big trouble. You never can tell. Anoluwapo Lurimi, that's a beautiful name. How much is your fee, please? What kind of fee? So this question is generic. Canada has like over 200 types of applications. I don't know what you're referring to. If it's consultation fee, most of our consultations are $200. The only one that is probably $100 is visitor visa, people that are applying for visitor visa. So any other one, work permit, you want to do consultation for permanent resident or PMP, is $200 and that's like 150,000 naira for naira. So it depends. I don't know what application. So if you're applying for school, we charge 3,500 and payable 3 times. At the point that you retain us, you pay a third of that, and then when we're submitting after your admission, you pay another third, and then the last portion during your medical. That's when you pay that. FEMC, I don't know what you mean by I can pay for anyone, but I guess, how can I talk to you in private? Anoluwapo Lurimi, just send us a WhatsApp message. There is a staff on that WhatsApp line right now. She would attend to you, and then you can book a consultation to speak with me. Absolutely. Are you still in bed, or they can apply on your behalf if you are applying for? Are you still in bed, or they can apply on your behalf? If Ugo Mike, I don't understand. Maybe there is a typo in your message, so I don't understand what that means. Damilare, you can contact me. There is a number on, I will put it in the comment again. It's a WhatsApp number. You can call the number and you can message the number. We are still in the office right now, so just be aware that we have a different time zone. Right now we are 11:16 a.m. in my time zone, so I know most people is like their bedtime right now. So be aware that Canada or my region could be 8 hours behind, depending on what part that you have currently. So I put it in the comment section as well. I'll pin it, that you can send a WhatsApp message to us. I'm in Canada. I can pay for anyone who wants to pay. Oh, okay. I guess you say you, as long as you have, please be careful out there. I only deal with the official money transfer or money payment organization. One of them is called AfriChange. AfriChange is what I recommend to most people. So for bill payment, they help you to pay to school. They help you to I put it also in my comment section. They can help you with your payments, anything you basically want to pay for. Bill payment, so I would say I would recommend AfriChange. And FEMC is asking which province I'm in. Alberta. I'm in Alberta, so I'm not saying that don't use people, but use people that you trust to make your payment. Be careful on that. It's a very dangerous world out there. Do you help with getting work permit with LMIA? Yes, that's one of our areas. We work with work permits and LMIA, and we work on all work permits. So it's not only we work on postgraduate work permits, open work permits, spouse open work permits, dependents open work permits. So it all depends on the type of work permit you're applying for. And also we work with quite a number of employers with LMIA. So you cannot apply for LMIA. It's an employer that will apply for that. You can only apply for work permits. So do we work on it? Yes. Do we work with employers? Yes. Do we connect people with some jobs with employer? Depending, if an employer comes to us and say we are looking for these people and can you help us with that, we do that absolutely. Are we a recruitment agency? We one of our sister companies is working on their license right now, and once that is live, then they would be able to officially recruit once they have the license to practice and work, because we don't do anything illegal. Anything illegal or anything, do that. Okay, I would accept this person for the phone. Somebody is sending me a message. Hi, can I help you? I can only see a shoe, so I'll probably let you go. If you can't, we don't know who is joining. Hello? Okay, good. It's gone. I have about, is it 5 or 8 minutes? Let me check my comments. Um, the name of our company, we are not an agency. FMC, the question, yeah. The name of our company is KB Immigration Consulting Inc. And our license is R712062. Feel free to check it out on citizenship. On College of Citizenship and Immigration. Sorry, I'm distracted with. Oh, thank God! I thought I missed my meeting. Okay. Okay. Is there any other question? Oh, okay. You didn't get it here. Okay. Uh, how can I reply to him? Okay, I think I saw his stuff. Okay. KB Immigration Consulting and R712. So I've replied you. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss any question. I'm sorry if I missed your question. Please, you can resend it. Oh. If I missed your question, let me. Femsi, I won't be able to type that. Feel free to Google that name. It will pop up. Google will be your best answer. It will pop up on Google. You will see the address right on Google. Any other question before I head out? I have a couple of meetings I need to prepare for. Okay, I know Oluwapo lórí mi, no one picked. Let me check. Hi, Joanna. I'm calling. I have a couple of people said they called the WhatsApp number. Nobody's answering. Are you busy? Did you get phone call on the WhatsApp line? No, now, just now. Somebody said they called and you didn't pick up. Check again if you have any missed call, you can call back. I have somebody on live right now and said they did. On the call for WhatsApp calls. Check. All right, thank you. Yeah, Anoluwapolorin, just quickly send a message to that WhatsApp line. She will call you back. Thank you. Okay, got 6 more minutes. Hello, this is okay. I will just do another introduction about myself. My name is Kemi Bolatito Bello. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. I'm based here in Edmonton, Alberta, and I've been involved in immigration for about 10 years now. Yeah, it's even more than 10 years. But I chose to decide, after I've run a couple of other successful businesses, to go into immigration because it's just something I've been easily do without. So I became licensed in 2020. Like, I started the process in 2020 and then completed it early 2022 for my licensing. But I've volunteered and I've led a lot of when somebody was talking about WhatsApp, when WhatsApp was initiated, I was one of those people that started immigration groups on WhatsApp back in 2013, 2014. So I've been involved like in a lot of online forum groups when it comes to Canadian immigration. So it's something that I've done back to back, but there were time I took some break because I needed to focus on other things. And I decided, okay, it's time for me to go back into it because I just kept on getting involved, whether I like it or not. So that's how I found myself back in immigration. So it's been a journey. We've been working on so many applications. We've had a lot of successes with permanent residents. We got a couple of LMIA last week. It's just that I'm not the one, a fan of, posting all the time. We got this, we got that. So because I just want to focus on the work. Most of our clients come through word of mouth, referrals from people. So it's not about just, but I just thought it's best to come out like this once in a while and engage people and let people know a little bit about us. So if you're looking to study in Canada, you're looking to come here I know the most popular one right now, work permits, job offer, work permits. I just want to give you my one coin advice that there are over 200 immigration programs to Canada. Don't focus on one part. When you focus too much on that, you could be defrauded. You could be swindled out of your hard-earned money. So be careful. So when you come to people like us, when you come to us for consultation, we'll recommend, based on what we see in front of us, your profile will recommend several options. So it all depends on, all these factors are your age, your education, your marital status. We consider, because Canada is a place that offers the opportunity for you to be able to bring in your family. It's a big agenda on Canada. So it's not like a place where you go away and for years your family can't join you, and then you are in a very difficult distance relationship. You can't see your children, you can't see your husband. So Canada made it so easy for family reunification, for you to, my mom is here right now. So for you to even reunite with your family, extended, not just even your immediate family. It's so big on Canada's agenda. So saying that, this is just one way I want to immigrate to Canada, there are several ways, and you need to take your time, and you need to stop asking, how long does it take? Those are the questions that will land you in big troubles. that because you are desperate for fast processing. Nothing comes fast, nothing comes easy. So that's why I don't respond to questions of how long is it gonna take? How long whenever they said it's gonna take. I don't give you time. Anybody that give you time, I know there are banners everywhere in Africa right now. Come to Canada in 6 weeks, come to Canada in 8. They will take your money and they will use it to buy house in Banana Island. So think, when somebody say bring 1 million, they will bring you to Canada. That person take 1 million naira from 100 people, is an 100 million naira rich. So think twice before you do all those or make those decisions. Be careful. Do your research. We don't take clients that are not ready to learn. We want our clients to be super informed. They need to be informed people. They are no easy. Which way can it be easy and possible for a family of 6 to relocate? There is no easy pathway to Canada. I don't like using the word easy. Easy is something that I don't like using. I'm sorry if I sound uncanny somehow. What are the pathways for my family of 6 to immigrate to Canada? There are no easy ways, but there are pathways, lots of them. And if you want to come here, we need to assess your family. Titi Lokpe will assess your age, your husband's age. So I had consultation on Friday for a family. It depends. If you're a couple, you have children, we'll look at all the factors. And then we'll be able to say, okay, we have opportunity for you to come here under the Express Entry Program, under the Federal Skilled Worker Program, or you can come here under the PNP Provincial Nomination Program. You can come here under the maybe from a job offer opportunity, depending on areas that you've worked or had experience or educated in, or your spouse. So sometimes you may be looking, it's my husband that is qualified to come. It may actually be you. So, or my wife, and it may actually be you. So we look at those, and then you, of course, absolutely can come here with your 4 children, because family of 6, I believe that would be with 4 children. So you can come here under any of those. I don't want you to release your personal information here. So I'm 37, my husband is 46. There are still pathways for you to come, even with your age. So it doesn't matter. So all you need, the first step of the process is for you to book a consultation with us. We can help you with that, and then be able to really, really assess all the opportunities around you. So some people will say, I don't think because of the age I don't qualify for anything. No, you never can. I have a 54-year-old that is here. He's on work permit, and he just got nominated for Alberta. Is it 54 or 56? I think it's 56. So yeah, let me even check. 1969. It's 2023 now. It's 54. It's 54. So, and he's working, and he just recently got his provincial nomination now. His whole family back home, which were already applying for their work permit, they just got their medical this morning. So they can now apply for their permanent residence. So age is not a factor. So, but you need to start with that. But most people are like, why are they charging me for consultation? My time right now is running. The time I'm using to spend to you right now is running. I cannot get it back. It doesn't pay my bills. So it's our time, is my expertise. I train for it. I train every day. I learn every day. I have to pay for a lot of bills. So yes, it sounds easier than it seems. So that's why I don't pay anything easier here. That's why I don't use the word easier. Zinzima. I don't use any word easier. Because it's not in my dictionary. So if you want good thing, you want the kind of life Canada offers you, don't use the word easy. What are the opportunities for me to immigrate to Canada? What are the pathways for me to come to Canada? Those are the words we like to use. And then we'll be able to tailor it and say, these are the pathways. People are getting it every day, but it's not something that, but how come UK is like that? Go to UK. UK is 4 weeks. Yeah. Go to UK. Yeah. and then it takes you maybe another 10 to 15 years to get a permanent residence in the UK, where it can take you 2 to 3 years to get it in Canada. Or you are even coming here as permanent resident, and then within 3 years as permanent resident, you are a Canadian citizen. How about that? So my journey in Canada is just 8 years, and I've been a citizen since 2019. So imagine that. So don't use those negative words or negative pessimistic statements to discourage other people. While you're being discouraged, other people are moving past you and they are going. So I'm in South Africa and we like to move to Canada for work. Absolutely. The whole goal, if you are like between the ages of 18 and let's say 55, is for you to come to Canada to work. Whether you come here as a student, whether you come here as permanent resident, it's for you to be able to survive and earn a living. That's all. It's not, there's no shortcut to it. It's all about that. So you are definitely able to come here and work. Either you come here as a student, either you come here as permanent resident, or you find a job. But if any 2 or 3 of those are not working out, there will be another option for you. That's what I'm trying to say. So what are the pathways to relocate to Canada? Nomologic. Yeah, like I said earlier, I guess before you join, you can come here as Canadian PR, right from your own country. Either you qualify under the Federal Skilled Worker Program. Is also connected with what we call express entry. Then also connected with what we call provincial nomination. So you can be on that and you come in as permanent residents under that program. Or you can come here as a student, meaning you can take a course, 8 months, 9 months, 1 year, 2-year program. It doesn't have to be a super extremely long program. And then, like somebody that said, oh, I'm an HCA in the UK, you can decide to apply for another health-related program here in Canada. Maybe an 8 months, 9 months, or 10 or 1 year program. And then you qualify after that program for postgraduate work permit. So you don't have to say, I need to get a job. While you're waiting to get a job, you can actually apply as a student. So, and secondly, when you apply as a student and you're coming as a student, that doesn't mean you should not be working on your permanent resident too. So you can be doing it. That's the beauty of Canada. We call it dual intent. You can be applying for a student and applying for PR at the same time. That's the beauty of how Canada works. So you can come here as a student and you can get a job offer, which is harder to get. It's much harder and difficult to get. So, or you need to do extra for you to be able to get, or you need to network. I don't know which area you have work experience, or you have a specialized skills that could help you with that. So for people in IT, there are so many opportunities for them because there's like huge demand for them right now. So it depends on the company that is recruiting. People in the tech industry, they're like hotcake everywhere in the world. So everybody wants them. So it depends on what you're doing. I don't know what it is. So there are so many pathways for you to do that. And under each of those programs, there, like let's say you are taking Federal Skilled Worker Program now. Oh yeah, a lot. You're taking a provincial nomination. A lot. All the provinces and territories, which are 10 provinces and 3 territories in Canada, they can nominate you under their program to come. Like we see Ontario is doing draws back to back under their human priority stream. They are doing back to back in Ontario. But you need to be in express entry for you to get that. So they are all linked and interrelated. So all that, I cannot discuss all of that here. I think I've even spent 8 more minutes more than. Titi Lokpe, best is for you to book a consultation. This is not a money grab from you people, but immigration is super extremely personalized. It's you, it's my profile. I cannot share the same profile with another person. So I bet it with you, you cannot share the same profile with the same person here. And I don't encourage for you to be sharing your personal information. It is really key. Those are confidential stuff that should be yours. This is internet. Tell them how much expensive the experience will be, especially as a student. I don't know how to answer to that. I don't know. Maybe it's typo. It's really difficult when you're reading. So, okay, for student visa, your expenses broke down in, like, for you to apply, so application fee to the school. Most of the school charges between $75 and maybe $250, depending on the program you're applying to. Some could be up to $500. I don't know. It's the school that will determine that. I don't know. They set their fees. So you apply to the school, and then you also pay this. You check their tuition. You pay down payment for the tuition, or you pay your full tuition. So if you're doing a 1-year program, which we suggest strongly, pay for the full 1-year program. And then also you need to apply for your study permit. So that is the stages of, and then do your biometrics. So if you're doing it yourself, so if you're paying somebody like me to do it, of course we'll charge you our professional fees, but you can absolutely, that's what I'm saying, all this you can do it yourself, but you need to immerse yourself. You need to take time to study about it. There are so many. I got messages last week like, can you comment on a TikTok video that says they are taking 58,000 workers in Canada? I can't. I'm sorry. Is the source from Government of Canada? Is it from CIC.gc.ca? No, I cannot comment on that. So if that source is Government of Canada, then I will be able to comment. But if not, I can't. I'm sorry. So I can only comment based on, and here I'm giving a generic view of what you are to expect based on the questions I'm getting in the comment section. I am not giving a personalized views. So anything I say here, you cannot take it as a professional opinion on your case, because I have to be able to do that one-on-one with you and give you that professional. So on your case, it's based on information available that I'm aware of. So you can't say, oh, they said this to somebody online and then it's applicable to me. No, it's not. So you require 2 years of schooling to get PR. I would like to have consultation. Yeah, Titi Lokwe, send a text or to the WhatsApp, to our phone, our number that we put up in our bio, and then we'll be able to respond to you and set you up for a consultation. Absolutely. It's Zayo Bami. Please, ma, do you know about University of Manitoba? I guess that's Manitoba, no, Manitoba. I want to ask questions. Yes, we have information on all the universities or schools or whichever program you want to do, and that will require you for you to book a consultation for you to start. You require 2 years of schooling to get PR. Depending on the program, it's not about getting PR after school, but what you get immediately after school that you automatically qualify for if you go to a government university or college or institution here in Canada is what we call a postgraduate work permit. So you get it automatic, but your PR is not automatic. You need to apply and be deliberate about it. So those are factors that, which province did you go to school? Is it Manitoba? Is it Saskatchewan? Do they have a pathway? When you're selecting school, you need to be smart about it. So do they have a pathway for people that graduated from that province? Do they have programs for graduates? Do they have programs for people that are on work permits? So you need to be strategic about it. So don't just apply to go to any school in Canada. You have to make sure you research their programs in that place. And also, after school, am I able to use this program, put it in my express entry if I already have one going? So it's not automatic like, come and take PR. No. You have to actually apply for it and work towards your PR. If you don't, then you'll be on work permit forever. So, but you need to work for it. It's not automatic 2 years after schooling. No. You can actually get PR the day you graduated from school if you already started your PR process. Even so many people are still in school. They are maybe 3 months within their first year of program, 3 months in Canada, but they have started their PR process already. So, and they got PR while they were in school. So you need to be smart about that for you to get that. I would like to make a visa to Canada. Absolutely, we can help you with that. You just need to connect with us. Check out our number on our bio. You can send a WhatsApp message to that number and someone will respond to you. We'd like to make a working visa to Canada, but how much is it going to cost in dollars? Work visa or work permit, like we call it, is usually dependent on, do you have a job offer? What are the, because you just don't apply for work permit, so you need to make sure you have an employer that would be here to give you the job offer. So the employer would need to meet certain criteria and eligibility with the government before they can issue you a work a job offer. So the job offer will now culminate to what the employer will apply for, what we call labor market impact assessment. So the labor market impact assessment, LMIA, is what you will use to apply for your work permit. So it's the process. So it's a process. Yes, we can help you with that process, but it's a process. So it's not just automatic like that. You can directly, unlike other programs like study, like PR, that you can apply directly. But for the work permit, you need to first get a job offer. And then the employer must be eligible or had already taken out what we call LMIA, or will do it for you, because that's an old process. And LMIA is not processed by Immigration Department. It's processed by what we call Employment and Service Canada. So they are the one that process it. Generally, we call them Service Canada. They process. So the LMIA is basically saying that, oh, there are no Canadians for this job. It's okay for you to bring in a foreign worker to do this job. So either the employer will get the results that we call positive or negative. So a positive one, meaning that they can go ahead and hire you. Negative one, meaning at this time we are not allowing you to hire anyone or hire somebody for this position. Go and look for Canadians to do it. So it's just the whole purpose or essence of it is to protect Canadian jobs. So that's how work permit process works. Zinzima, you need to work for a year or two after going to school. You don't have to work for a year or two after going to school in certain cases. Yes, I'll tell you for a fact. So for a very good fact, you don't have to. Depends on the province, like I said, that you have schooled in earlier. I'm based in Bahrain. I visited this office today. Super cool. I don't know how to respond, but I don't know if I should trust them. Were there preceding information on that? I need a USA work visa. At this time, I'm sorry, we don't do US work visas. We could connect you with immigration lawyer, US immigration lawyers that work on that, but we only deal with those that do business visa. We don't deal with those that are working on regular work visa, but those that work on, let's say you want to invest money in the US, yes, we can make a referral for that. I know Titi Lokbe, which program is PNP? It's called Provincial Nomination Program. So Provincial Nomination Program is for those that are in Canada or outside Canada that are in certain provinces. So Canada is a very big country. So in other countries, they may call it province, they may call it states. So I am from Nigeria, and in Nigeria we call our regions, or let me put it that way, we call it states. Here in Canada we call it provinces and territories. So Canada has 10 provinces and 3 territories. So those provinces and territories have rights to say we want to bring in people to Canada, and here are the names, or we issue them certificates and say, Government of Canada, please give this person permanent resident visa to come. And then they give the person the permanent resident visa if the person meets the medical admissibility and criminal admissibility. So it's still a way to come here as a permanent resident. Or you could already be in Canada, like I said earlier, as a student. When somebody was saying you need to have worked in Canada for 2 years. No, you don't have to have worked in Canada for 2 years. You can actually come to Canada if you're a student and you finish from a particular school. There are provinces in this country that will give you provincial nomination even 6 months after school. So you need to be able to look and research well which is the best for you. So it's really important that you're on top of the information. Incube said, I'm interested, I'm a truck driver. Yes, I would say you should contact us. We may be able to connect you to an opportunity. Contact us on our WhatsApp line, send a message, we'll respond to you. Please, can I easily find a beautician job in Canada? Yes, I'm not easily. That's the word that you can find a beautician job in Canada. I don't know how easy it's going to be. Yes. So, one, I would suggest go on Job Bank. Let me put it here. Job Bank. Let me see if I can. Okay. Job Bank.gc.ca. So go on that website and search for opportunities as a beautician, depending on the type of beautician you are. Kiki Robbie, the name of my agency, it's not an agency, it's a company, and it's an immigration company, and the name is KB Immigration Consulting. I put it up earlier. You can actually go on Google and Google the company name. Oh God, I need to go. On what basis would they give you on what basis they will give you PMP on what basis? On the basis that you went to school in their province and started working. Different factors. New Brunswick just gave recent graduates. They've not even worked 1 day. 1 day. Just so you know. So you need to be able to position yourself for those opportunities. They've not even worked 1 day, and they actually gave them a provision because they want, depending on economic factors. If there is shortage of workers in your province and you don't want this student to go somewhere else, to Ontario, say, oh, you just finished, we'll give you provincial nomination if you stay for 3 years. You thought people won't take it? People will take it. Yes, we can. Is it Aminwa or something? You can connect. Yes, we do help people transition from their work visitor status to work permits. I gotta go. I think I'll just take the live. Titi Lokpo, unfortunately, I'm not the one on the chat line. I won't be able to do the chat because there's someone hired to do that. And when you book a consultation, yes, you would be able to have access to my calendar, which I have a consultation at 12 now, with 12 my time. This is 11:53, so I need to go. Scholarship favor, you will need to make your research. Akiki Robbie, I answered you with the KB Immigration Consulting, is right there. I've mentioned it earlier, maybe before you joined. I answered your question, except there's another question I didn't see. Where is this located? It's located in Edmonton, Alberta. is the Prairie province in Canada, so that's where it's located at. I don't have a branch in Vancouver. We work from this location, we work with everybody all over the world. We work everywhere all over the world from where we are. We don't have a branch outside Canada right now, but from here, we have a very big, massive office, over 2,000 square feet space. So we work from everywhere. Is it possible to get a work visa from Nigeria, and will you be eligible to go with dependents? Yes. So if you get a work visa on work permit, yes, we are working on quite some right now. A family of 4. Yeah, the mother is the one with the job offer. The husband was able, because of the, thank God, temporary policy, the husband is able to apply for open work permit, then the children apply for their study permits. Yes, absolutely, yes, you can apply from outside Canada. I don't understand, Zinzima. I will respond to you again. What you mean by FAD provinces? Maybe you say far, but I don't know for you. But scholarship, we don't offer scholarship training or courses right now. You can absolutely check with the school you apply to. So you need to first check with the school. If you apply for a particular program, you will check what scholarship are there, or grants. Maybe I won't use the word scholarship, but I know many schools in Canada offer grant opportunity to foreign students, international students. So some are even specific to a particular area, maybe Africa, Asia, depending on where you are. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Sure, Akiki, go ahead and check us out. You see our website, you see our Google page. We are here in Edmonton. Edmonton is about an hour flight from Vancouver. So, most private colleges do not have, unfortunately, postgraduate work permits. They are designated learning institutions, but they do not offer postgraduate work permit because that's the way government designed them. But what has happened in most of those programs, they are like co-op programs that when you finish, you are able to get job almost right away. So you may not need the postgraduate work permit situation. So that's what most private colleges are kind of thriving on, because you are able to move to into jobs maybe as a result of that kind of program. If it requires some internship or co-op, or they are co-op work permit. So internship meaning that, let's say you come here as a massage therapist, and of course that's a practical program, or you come here as an electrician. So it means the component of your program is very practical. So they have to send you to employers to work during your program. So, and that helps with your getting a job after the program. So it helps with that. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Happy I'm able to do this, and I would be back. Probably not today, but I will be back and do more of this type of lives. If I can do it weekly or every other day, whatever I could do to help and just see how to be able to assist and answer questions that are pertaining to coming to Canada and immigrating to Canada, because I know so many people are still confused. They don't know where to start or how to go about their, sometimes it's overwhelming to start the immigration process, but you can do it. It's there, and you don't have to pay anyone to do it for you. You can do it yourself. It just requires a lot of your attention and time, and taking time to research things. And if you feel like, oh, I can't really do this, I need help, please go out for help. seek for help from professionals, from experts that are licensed to do it. They are called regulated Canadian immigration consultants, RCICs. They must have their regulated number, which is R and 6-digit number. And also you can also consult Canadian immigration lawyers that are attached to immigrant. There's so many frauds going on out there right now, scam going on. Don't pay anybody for work that they will say, oh, we'll get you to Canada to go and see. I became involved in immigration because I was defrauded in 2011. So they said they are bringing all of us to Canada. So I just became really, really curious. I asked questions, but yeah, but people around us were like convincing, oh, it's real, it's real, it's real. Then we submitted our passports, and the guy locked up our passports in his office, and we couldn't get it back. So it took NAPTIP for us to get our passport back. And I vow that I will get to crack whatever it is about Canada immigration, and I did. So you need to make sure that before you're giving out your money, you're actually doing the right things. You're making sure that they are the people that are supposed to represent you, because they can actually put you in more trouble than you ever anticipated. So I've seen someone come and do consultation with me. He studied banking and finance, and in his application they put there that he studied political science. And guess what? For lying to immigration and coming on a visitor visa, he will not be ever able to use that banking and finance degree certification anymore in his life. That's the end. So he doesn't even own that degree anymore. You see how dicey it is? I asked him, didn't you see this form? Saying, oh, he's packaged, he's an agent, he's in Abuja. Stuff like that. I said, didn't you see this? That this is what they filled out for you? So those are the things that you need to watch out for. So be careful who you ask to touch your life, because it's your life. It's who you are. Immigration is very, very key, and so in your life. So it's because you are rewriting your story, and when you are rewriting your story in another country, and especially in a country like Canada that is very detailed, they want to know what you've done in the last since you were 18 or in the last 10 years of your life. You need to make sure that your story is correct. It's not like somebody asked if you could forge a statement of accounts. No, don't do that. So many ways for you to avoid that. Trust me. You don't want to get yourself in that hot soup. Canada immigration, they find out if somebody is helping you to pay even for school fees. Most of them are flagged. They are helping you to pay for application. Most of them are flagged. And recently somebody was flagged that he has been paying for people, and they found out that, oh, he too is a student in Canada. He's been helping people to do application and is not unauthorized. Guess what? Not just him is affected. It affected every application he ever touched or paid for. So imagine, those are hundreds of students that their destiny is daunted by one person. Be careful. So I wish you all the best. Thank you very much for joining. I really need to go. Can you come as a visitor then apply for student? Yes, you can do that. And I think I've said that, addressed that in my previous video. My contact is in our bio. You will see the phone number there, and as well as the email. And I'll probably put up maybe a form that will help people to be able to easily see them. So thank you. See you soon.